What if I told you that one of the world's leading cancer specialists, a man who has spent over 30 years studying, treating, and fighting cancer, recently sat down and said something that completely stopped me in my tracks? He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, "The single most powerful thing a person over 50 can do to reduce their cancer risk costs absolutely nothing and takes less than 30 minutes a day. Not a pill, not a surgery, not some exotic superfood that costs $100 a jar. A simple, daily habit. Something so ordinary that most people are completely overlooking it. And today, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is, why it works, and how you can start doing it today, because this could genuinely change the course of your health after 50. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Dr. Elara, and welcome to the Dr. Elara Health Channel, the place where we cut through the noise, skip the complicated medical jargon, and bring you real, evidence-based health information that you can actually use in your everyday life. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found this channel, and I want you to hit that subscribe button right now because we talk about things like this every single week. And if you've been here a while, you already know why you're staying till the end. Now, before we get into this, I need you to understand something. We are not talking about cancer in a fear-based way today. I know that word alone can make people tense up and want to click away. But I want you to stay with me, because this conversation is actually about empowerment. It's about what you can do, what's in your hands, what science is now telling us with more confidence than ever before. Because the research has shifted dramatically over the last decade, and the message coming out of oncology, the medical field dedicated to cancer, is no longer just detect it early. It's here's how you prevent it from starting in the first place. So let's talk about who this oncologist is, because I think it matters. Dr. William Li is a physician, scientist, and author who trained at Harvard and has worked with the National Cancer Institute. He's also the founder of the Angiogenesis Foundation, which studies how the body's internal systems, specifically blood vessel growth, connect to diseases like cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. He's not a fringe voice. He has published in some of the most respected medical journals in the world, and his work has influenced treatment protocols internationally. And when someone like that says there is one daily habit above all others that can meaningfully reduce cancer risk after 50, you pay attention. And here's the habit. Are you ready? It's walking, specifically intentional, consistent daily walking. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, "Dr. Elara, I came here for something groundbreaking," stay with me. Because what the science shows about walking and cancer prevention is genuinely extraordinary, and most people have no idea how deep this connection goes. Here's what's happening inside your body when you walk regularly, and why it becomes especially critical after the age of 50. As we age, our immune system, the system that is literally designed to find and destroy abnormal cells before they become tumors, starts to slow down. It becomes less responsive, less efficient, and less aggressive. This process is called immunosenescence, and it is a major reason why cancer rates rise so sharply after 50. Your body has been doing this incredible surveillance job your entire life, catching rogue cells and eliminating them before they ever become a problem. But after 50, that surveillance system needs support. It needs activation. And one of the most well-documented ways to activate and maintain immune function is through moderate aerobic exercise, exactly the kind that walking provides. But it goes even further than immune function. Walking also directly affects inflammation. Now, you've probably heard the word inflammation thrown around a lot in health conversations, and there's a reason for that. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is now considered one of the primary drivers of cancer development. When your body is in a constant state of inflammation, it creates an environment where cells are under stress, where DNA damage is more likely, and where abnormal cells are more likely to survive and multiply. Walking reduces systemic inflammation. Multiple studies, including large-scale research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, have shown that people who walk regularly have significantly lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood compared to sedentary individuals. Lower inflammation means a less hospitable environment for cancer to take hold. Then there's the hormonal piece, and this one is especially important for women over 50. After menopause, estrogen levels change dramatically, and elevated estrogen, particularly a form called estradiol, is strongly linked to breast cancer risk and several other hormone-sensitive cancers. Here's what's fascinating. Regular walking has been shown to help regulate estrogen metabolism. Your body processes and eliminates excess estrogen more efficiently when you are physically active. A landmark study from the American Cancer Society followed over 70,000 women over 17 years and found that those who walked at least 7 hours per week had a 14% lower risk of breast cancer compared to those who walked 3 hours or less. 14% from walking. Not from chemotherapy, not from medication, from putting one foot in front of the other consistently every single day. Now let's talk about insulin. This is where the conversation gets really important for both men and women, especially those of us who are watching our weight or dealing with blood sugar concerns. Elevated insulin and insulin-like growth factor, a hormone that follows insulin patterns, are powerfully linked to cancer cell growth. Cancer cells actually have receptors for insulin. They use it as fuel. When your blood sugar is frequently elevated and your insulin spikes again and again, you are essentially creating a feeding environment for potential cancer cells. Walking, especially after meals, has a dramatic effect on blood sugar regulation. Even a 10 to 15-minute walk after eating can reduce your post-meal blood sugar spike by up to 30%. Over time, that means lower average insulin levels, less fuel for cancer cells, and a meaningfully reduced risk across multiple cancer types, including colorectal cancer, pancreatic cancer, and endometrial cancer. And speaking of colorectal cancer, one of the most common cancers in people over 50, the evidence for walking as a protective factor is enormous. The colon needs movement. Literally. Physical activity speeds up what's called gut transit time, the time it takes for food and waste to move through your digestive system. The faster that transit, the less time potential carcinogens from food sit in contact with the lining of your colon. Studies have shown that physically active individuals have up to 40% lower risk of colon cancer compared to sedentary individuals. 40%. That is a number that should be on billboards. Now let me tell you how to actually do this the right way, because not all walking is created equal when it comes to cancer prevention, and I want you to get the most out of every step. The research consistently points to what exercise scientists call moderate intensity walking. Meaning you should be walking at a pace where you can still hold a conversation, but you are breathing a little harder than normal. You're not strolling through a shopping mall, and you're not sprinting. You're somewhere in the middle, a brisk, purposeful pace. If you're wearing a fitness tracker, this typically corresponds to 50 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. In terms of duration and frequency, the sweet spot that appears most in the cancer prevention literature is 30 minutes of brisk walking, 5 to 6 days per week. That's it. 150 to 180 minutes per week of walking. Now, if you're just getting started, please don't feel like you have to hit that number on day 1. Start with 10 minutes, then 15. Build up gradually. Your body will adapt, your stamina will improve, and you'll find that it gets easier and actually enjoyable over time. Timing matters too, and this is something most people don't think about. Walking after your largest meal of the day gives you compounding benefits. You're getting the cardiovascular and immune-boosting benefits of the exercise while simultaneously blunting the insulin spike from your meal. It's like getting 2 preventive benefits for the price of 1. If you can build a habit of a 15 to 20-minute walk after dinner, you are doing something profoundly protective for your long-term health. Now, I want to talk about the psychological dimension of this, because I think it's something that gets overlooked in these conversations. Chronic psychological stress is also a cancer risk factor. Stress hormones like cortisol suppress immune function, increase inflammation, and disrupt the hormonal environment in your body. Walking, especially walking outdoors in natural light, is one of the most evidence-backed interventions for reducing cortisol levels and improving mood. There is research from Stanford University showing that walking in nature for 90 minutes reduces activity in the part of the brain associated with rumination and negative thought loops. So when you walk, you are not just moving your body, you are calming your nervous system, lowering your stress hormones, and through that pathway alone, reducing your cancer risk. Every piece of this connects. I also want to address something I hear a lot from people in the 50-plus age group, which is the idea that it's too late to start making changes. That ship has sailed. I want to be very clear and very direct with you. That is not what the science says. The research shows that the benefits of beginning a regular walking habit, even in your 60s, even in your 70s, are real and measurable. A study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that adults who became physically active after years of being sedentary had significantly lower cancer mortality rates than those who remained inactive, even when the activity started later in life. It is never too late. Your body is extraordinarily responsive. It is waiting for you to give it this signal. Let me also mention something that Dr. Lee and other researchers in this space emphasize repeatedly, which is the combination effect. Walking is most powerful when it is part of a broader lifestyle that supports your body's natural defenses. That means sleeping 7 to 8 hours per night, because sleep is when your immune system does its deepest repair work. It means eating a diet rich in colorful vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, which feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut that are directly linked to immune health. It means limiting alcohol, which is a Group 1 carcinogen, meaning the evidence that it causes cancer is ironclad. And it means managing your stress through whatever practices work for you, whether that's meditation, prayer, time with people you love, or, yes, walking. The walking habit ties all of this together because it supports better sleep. It supports healthier food choices by stabilizing your appetite hormones, and it is in itself a form of stress management. I want to leave you with this. We live in a world that is constantly trying to sell us complicated solutions to health problems. Expensive supplements, advanced screenings, complex protocols. And look, some of those things have real value. I am not dismissing modern medicine, but what moves me deeply about the evidence around walking and cancer prevention is how democratic it is. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need special equipment. You don't need a prescription or a referral or a copay. You need your own 2 feet and the decision to use them every single day. That is within reach for almost everyone watching this video right now, and that matters to me enormously. So here is my challenge for you. Starting today, not tomorrow, not Monday, today, I want you to go for a 30-minute walk. If 30 minutes feels like too much, go for 15. If 15 is too much, go for 10. Just go. Put on comfortable shoes, step outside, and walk. And then do it again tomorrow, and the day after. Build the streak. Make it non-negotiable. Treat it the way you would treat taking a medication your doctor prescribed, because in many ways, that's exactly what it is. It's medicine. It's free. And the dosage is a walk a day. If this video gave you something useful today, if it shifted your thinking even a little bit, or if it gave you the motivation to lace up those shoes, please give it a thumbs up, because that tells me you want more content like this, and it helps this channel reach more people who need to hear it. Leave me a comment below and tell me, are you a walker? Are you going to start? I read every single comment, and I genuinely love hearing from this community. And before you go, make sure you're subscribed to the Dr. Elara Health channel with the notification bell turned on, because next week we are going deep into another topic that I know you are going to want to watch. We are talking about the 5 foods that leading longevity researchers eat every single day, and a few of them might genuinely surprise you. Until then, take care of yourself. Take care of your body. It is the only one you have, and it is absolutely worth fighting for. I'll see you in the next one.